How's it going, geometry folks? Today we're looking at 1/8 perimeter, circumference, and area. Alright, just a quick recap. Perimeter. Para means around, so perimeter is the distance around something. Circumference is just distance around a circle. Still matters. And the area is how much space it encloses. So if you're looking at field, the perimeter is the fence, and the area is how much acreage you have inside that fence. Alright. Look at all these formulas to learn. Alright. Click, 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 click. Alright. All these formulas are important and they will come up the entire year. And if you take calc, even more so. So a square has a perimeter of 4 times one side. Because if you think about it, if you're given one side and they're all equal, you're adding up s plus s plus s plus s. S plus s plus s plus s. You can just go 4s. If you forget that formula, just do s plus s plus s plus s. Now the formula for area of a square is side squared, which is the same as a rectangle, base times height. It's just that your base and height are both equal to s. Alright? Now when you look at a triangle, your perimeter is, you just add up the sides. There's no formula for it. You just do a plus b plus c. You add up your sides. Add up your sides. Let's see if I got this going. Yay, Moby! Just add up your sides. Alright? Now if you look over here at rectangle, I don't know, what are you doing, you Moby? It works better as a pen. For a rectangle, you do 2b plus 2h, and that's because you have 2 b's and 2 h's. Or you could just add up all your sides. Perimeter always works in just adding up all the sides. For area, you do base times height. You guys have probably learned that before. I forgot to do triangle. Triangle area is half base times height, because when you look at it, it's just half a rectangle. Now be careful. Your height on a triangle is always the length that makes a 90-degree angle with your base. Alright? Be careful with that one. You should have seen these before. Circle's the only oddball. Circle, the big one I want you to know is circumference and area. Circumference is like a circle perimeter. 2 pi times your radius. Also known as pi times your diameter. And area is pi r squared. Pi. Well, anyway. Pi r squared. And its area is pi r squared because area is measured in square units. Pi r squared, area is square units, like square feet, square inches, square meters. Circumference is 2 pi r, not squared, because it's measured in just meters, feet, inches, just not square units. Those square units are how many squares fit inside of an area. Alright. So you want to frame a picture. You took a picture and you want to frame it, huh? And it's 5 inches by 7 inches with a 1 inch wide frame. What is the perimeter of the picture? Alright, so you have a picture, right? It's a lovely portrait. Alright, and it's 5 by 7. So what's the perimeter? Well, if it's 5 by 7, I have 2 5s. Sorry, I got like something in my eye. It's probably my finger. Yeah. Plus, I have 2 7s. That's 10 plus 14 is 24 inches. You got to label your work if you want credit. 24 what? Hot dogs? Inches. Now B says, what's the perimeter of the outside of the frame? So you have an inch space all around it, right? So I have an inch here, an inch here, an inch here, an inch here, right? What a lovely curvy frame. All right, so I'm adding 2 inches to my length and 2 inches to my width. So my new measurements would be 7 before. Now an inch here and 1 here. So it'd be 7 plus 2, which is 9. And then this would be 9. Down here, I had 5. I added 2, 1 to each side. So 5 plus 2 is 7. So my new perimeter is, I have 2 7s and 2 9s. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 9 is 18. 14 plus 18 is 32 inches. All right. Number 2. What's the circumference of a circle with radius 24 meters in terms of pi? We have a circle. We have a radius of 24. Remember, radius only goes halfway through the circle. It does not go all the way through to the other side. That would be called a diameter. Whenever it says leave pi in your answer, leave pi in your answer. Don't eat it. So, what's the circumference? Our formula is, for circumference, 2 pi r, right? So our radius was 24. Now we've got to leave a pi in there, so we treat it like a variable, like x. So what's 2 times 24? 48 pi meters. That's our answer. Just leave pi in there. Now for b, it says to round it, we plug it in our calculator, and I don't have a calculator on me. Hey, look, I found a calculator. Turns out computers have calculators nowadays. Who would have thunk it? Alright, so now if I want to round it to the nearest tenth and not leave pi my answer, I do 48 times the approximation pi, which is about 3.14159, or 3.14. When I do that, come back here, calculator. I get about 150, it said tenth, right? Tenth is 1 decimal point. Meters. Alright? Alright. Given quadrilateral JKLM with these points, so we gotta plot them first. They're plotting against us. Alright. So you have -3, -3. It's J. We have 1, negative over 1, down 1, 2, 3. That's K. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. L. And M, which is -1, 2, 3. Positive 1. Alright, and I gotta find the perimeter of that beast. Alright. 3 of the sides are easy, the 4th is not. Alright? Because what's the length of LK? You're on a straight line, so you don't need a distance formula. You can just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7 high. Okay. Again, JK, straight line. Forgot to put M here. JK, 1, 2, 3, 4. JM, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to find this one, we can't use the distance formula, can we? We can use the distance formula. We can't use just counting, because you can't count these partial squares. So M was -3, 1, right? L was 1, 4. So we use our distance formula. Square root -3 minus 1 squared plus square, or plus parentheses. You can't see me pointing, but 1 minus 4 squared. Okay, remember, 3 and 1 match up, right? Or -3 and 1. 1 and 4 match up, right? So negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4 squared. Good game. Plus negative 3 squared. You get square root of 16 plus 9. Remember, anything squared is positive. Everything squared is positive. Square root of 25, which is 5. So now I'm looking for perimeter, so I just add up all my sides. 4 plus 4 plus 7 plus 5. It's 8 plus 7 is 15. That's 20. All right? 20. There's no units. There's no units. 21 hot dogs. I don't have a unit. All right, I'm designing a poster. That's a poor choice. You want it to be 3 yards wide by 8 feet high. How much paper do you need to make the poster? So I'm looking for how much paper and answers in square feet. I'm looking for an area, right? So it's going to be 3 yards wide and 8 feet tall. It's going to be some sort of poster. It'll be a dinosaur. Rawr, dinosaur. Crash, 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 dinosaur. I'm sorry, that was pretty good. So, now we have yards and feet. We can't do any calculations till everything is in the same unit. So here's what I gotta ask myself. How many yards are in a foot? Ball field, 100. How many yards are in a foot? 3. So 3 yards is equal to 3 times 3 is 9 feet. 3 feet in a yard. So now our area is base times height. So my base is 9. My height is 8. That's 72 feet squared is how big this dinosaur poster is going to be. That's quite a nice poster. All right. Oh, sorry, it's checking the clock. All right, let's go. Let's roll, 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 roll. All right, now we're given another circle. Just tons of examples. Diameter of a circle is 14 feet. So diameter is all the way across. It looks like a Pokeball. It's sad that that's the world we live in now. What's the area in terms of pi? Our area formula is pi r squared, right? We don't have r, we have diameter. So remember, 2r equals diameter. So r is diameter over 2. So we just cut in half. So on this one, if our diameter is 14, what's our radius? Well, our radius is half of 14, which is 7. So I plug that in my calculator, or in my problem. Pi 7 squared. So that is 49 pi feet squared, because it's area. Let's take a look at 5b. What's the area using the approximation? So I do 49 times 3.14. So I'm going to grab out my calculator. Beep. I'm going to clear it. I'm going to do 3.14 times 49. That equals 153.86. Or 158.86 or 158.9 feet squared. Nailed it. Last slide. Area addition postulate. The area of a region is equal to the sum of the area of the parts overlapping, not overlapping. That just means you can break up something apart and find the area of each and add them together. So let's find the area of this figure at the right. Alright. Alright, so let's look at it. Remember, 4 and a dash. That means every line with a 4, or every line with a dash is 4, right? You guys agree? This is 12. I don't know what this is, but it doesn't matter. What two shapes can I break this into? Look at this. I can break this into a triangle and a rectangle. And I can find the area of both those things. Why is this thing crossed off? What's going on? What's behind this? What are you? Where are you hiding? A squiggle eye, I see. Alright. Get that out eventually. So let's find the area of the rectangle. Area of rectangle is base times height, or height times base. It doesn't matter. So that's 48 feet squared. Now I need to find the area of this triangle up here. Thankfully, this is a right angle. Because it's a right angle, my 4 is my height. So my height of my triangle is 4. So I'm going to do 1/2 my base, whatever that is, times my height, which will be 4. Alright? So now how do I find my base? We have to find this distance right here. Well, the whole thing across is 12. But this 4 is being cut off it. So I do 12 minus 4, which is 8. 1/2, 8 times 4. 1/2 of 4 is 2. 2 times 8 is 16. So the area is 16 feet squared. Add those two together, and you get 64 feet squared. Did it. All right. That's it. Have a good day.